مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Dear students of grade 9, I welcome you. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about final revision for mid of semester 1 exams. So kindly open your enrichment sheets and follow up with me. And as usual, we shall start with the first question you shall encounter in the exam, which is the language functions. Number 1. Do you fancy drinking coffee in the morning? The answer is yes, I'm really into it. Means I like it very much. Number 2. What is your English language teacher like? Pay attention, dear students, when we say like. So now we are talking about personality. So the best answer here is he is clever and kind, because the other options are all describing the physical appearance. 3. What about having a get-together? Of course, I'm really into it. I like it a lot. Number 4. What is the company manager like? Once again, he's talking about personality, so the answer is he is clever and kind. 5. Do you like reading history books? Sure, I'm really into it. 6. What is the new student in class like? The answer is he is clever and kind. 7. How was your trip to Turkey? The answer is not bad. 8. I haven't seen you for ages. The best answer here is happy to see you here. Number 9. How about visiting a friend after work? It's a suggestion, so he either accept it or refuse it. So the answer will be D. Sorry, I'm going to the cinema. Number 10. I've lost my mobile. So it's a bad news, so his friend should sympathize with him and feel sorry for him, and the answer is sorry for the bad news. And now we move to the second question in the exam, which is reading comprehension. In the exam you will have one passage of reading. This passage will have 6 questions. So what we should do is the following. First, you need to read the questions carefully. The first question is usually about the main idea of the text, and I suggest that you leave this question for last. And then number 2, how are whales and fish similar? Question 3, what is the meaning of the underlined word pods in paragraph 1? 4, why must a whale come to the top of the water? 5, what does the writer think of whales? 6, how big are whales? So after we have read the questions, now we move to the text and read it carefully. Let's read it together. Many people think that a whale is a kind of fish. A whale is not a fish at all, but whales and fish are very similar. For example, whales and fish spend their lives in the water and they both have fins. They use the fins to swim. Whales often stay together in groups called pods. Many kinds of fish also stay together in groups. Whales are different from fish in an important way. A fish can breathe underwater. A whale cannot. A whale must come to the top of the water to take a breath. It takes in air through a hole in its back. A whale can hold its breath under the water for a long time, but after a while it must come back up for more air. A whale and a man are similar. They both have hair on their bodies. Their hearts have 4 parts. Their bodies always stay about the same temperature. Of course, man is different from a whale in many ways. Man doesn't have fins or tail. He spent all his life on land. When you go swimming or dive underwater and come back for air, you are like a whale. Whales are the biggest living things on Earth. They are completely endangered. People must stop killing whales. It is important to save them. Whales are beautiful and attracting animals. And now, we go to question 2. How are whales and fish similar? If we look at paragraph 1, we will find the answer, specifically in the third line. The answer is, they both have fins. Question 3. What is the meaning of the underlined word pods in paragraph 1? If we go to line 4 in paragraph 1, we'll find the word pods. And in the same sentence, we'll find that whales often stay together in groups called pods. So the answer is group of whales. Question 4. Why must a whale come to the top of the water? The answer, you will find it in paragraph 2, and it will be a whale must come to the top of the water to take a breath. Question 5. What does the writer think of whales? Usually the opinion of the writer comes at the end of the topic. So if we go back to the final lines, we'll find that whales are beautiful and attracting animals. Question 6. How big are whales? Also in the final paragraph, the first sentence says, whales are the biggest living things on Earth. So now we go back to question 1. What is the text mainly about? Having answered all of these questions, we must now have a clear idea about the main idea of the text, which is information about whales. Right now, we move to question 3, which is the vocabulary. Question 1. Amr forwarded an email to Ali yesterday, but he hasn't received so far. He hasn't received a reply. 2. Be and say the truth when you talk to people. It's an advice, so he must use a positive adjective. The only positive adjective here is brave. 3. Polite people never to bad words. The answer is reply. Number 4. Good Muslims always politely when their parents talk to them. The answer is also reply. 5. A shirt is the most expensive one. And pay attention here, he's talking about shirts, not jackets, so the answer is a cotton shirt. Question 6. The bookshop has a of box. You can find the book you need. Since you can find the book you need, so this bookshop must have a lot of books. The only suitable answer here is the word variety. Number 7. I can't my life without internet. The answer is imagine. 8. At school you should wear clothes. At school you should wear formal clothes. Number 9. Ali has been for a year. He hasn't started looking for a job yet. So Ali here is jobless. He's unemployed. Number 10. When your teachers talk to you, you have to reply politely. Now we move to the second form of questions for the vocabulary, which is fill in the gaps. We will have 4 words and we shall use only 3 to fill in the gaps of 3 questions. Question 1. Women like wearing clothes. We have silk, famous, brave, and touch. The answer is clearly silk. Number 2. Al-Andalus is for excellent teachers and students. The answer is famous for. and usually famous is followed by the preposition for. 3. Our soldiers fight and defeat our enemies. Our brave soldiers. Next set of questions. We have the words denim, rubber, shirt, and silk. Number 1. Jeans are made of denim. Number 2. Athletes use shoes when running. They use rubber shoes. 3. This expensive dress is made of silk. And silk is a soft material that women wear. Third set of questions. We have common, silk, famous, and brave. Question 1. Men are not allowed to wear clothes. The answer is silk, because it is forbidden for men to wear silk. Number 2. Muhammad Ali is the most athlete in history. Muhammad Ali, the famous boxer, is the most famous athlete in history. 3. Be say the truth and never fear anyone. Be brave. We have moody, brave, deal, and shy. 1. My friend is a little. One moment he is cheerful and the next he is sad. My friend is a little moody. 2. People always respect those who are and honest. The answer is brave. Adam is nice. It's easy to with him. It's clearly deal with him. Final set of questions. We have silk, famous, reply, and brave. Number 1. Dresses made of are women's most favorite. Dresses made of silk. Army officers are and fear no enemies. Are brave. 3. Qatar is for the generosity of its people. Qatar is famous for the generosity of its people. Now we move to question number 4, which is the grammar. Question 1. Abdurrahman has lived in Doha 2010. Pay attention that 2010 is a certain date, and we have said that before. In certain dates we usually use since. 4 is used for periods of time. Question 2. Students Islamic Art Museum in November 2021. It's a fixed arrangement in the future, so it will be in the present progressive, which is are visiting. 3. We have begun work the morning. The morning is a certain time and it's a present perfect statement. The answer is since. 4. Parents Mecca next mid-year holiday. Again, a fixed arrangement in the future, present progressive, so the answer is are visiting. Question 5. I haven't met my old friends. I traveled abroad. I haven't met my old friends since I traveled abroad. Question 6. My children Qatar National Museum in January 2022. Fixed arrangement in the future, present progressive, so it will be are visiting. Question 7. I English every day. Every day it's a habitual action. It is repeated, so it will be in the present simple. With I will be study. Question 8. I to travel to Oman next week. Here we have a stative verb, which is want, and stative verbs do not have ing, so it will be I want to travel to Oman next week. Question 9. When I was young, I to play tennis. Now I don't. When I was young, it's a past simple statement, so it will be used to. Number 10. Last week Dad a new car. Past simple statement, so the verb would be in the second conjugation, so buy will be bought. 11. Ali to school. He is still there. Previously we said when we say has gone, it means that he went to a place and still there, while has been means he went to the place and came back again. So as we see in this statement, Ali has gone to school, he is still there. Now we move to the second form of the questions for the grammar. Number 1. The mother gave her baby a hug yesterday. We have a key word in this statement which is yesterday. So it is a past simple statement. And give in the past would be gave. Question 2. Father really work hard to get our needs. Present simple statement, it would be works because father is a singular pronoun, so we add s to the verb. Question 3. She irons the clothes every week. Use not. In the present simple we use don't and doesn't to make negative. She takes doesn't, so it will be she doesn't iron the clothes every week. Pay attention that we removed the s from irons because we added doesn't. Question 4. Yesterday father gave me a permission to go cycling. Yesterday a past simple statement, so give will be gave. 5. A good student usually work harder before exams. Present simple statement, so it will be works. Number 6. Muhammad gets full marks in his exams. Use does. Here he wants you to make a question using does. So we will add does to the beginning of the sentence, and also we shall remove the s, so that it will be does Muhammad get full marks in his exam? Question 7. A teacher is a person who work at school. The answer is works. 8. Man always work to get money. Once again, the answer is works. Number 9. I give some money to charity last Friday. Last Friday, past simple, so it will be gave. 10. I used to be fat in primary school. Use not. It's a past simple statement. Used to. So the negative will be didn't. And it will be I didn't used to be fat in primary school. So once again, pay attention that we remove the d from used because we added an auxiliary verb which is didn't. 11. Umar and Amr have been friends for 11 years. Use since. Here we will remove 4 and we will deduct 11 from 2021, so the answer will be Umar and Amr have been friends since 2010. Final question we have. Teachers give students extra revision last week. Last week past simple, so give will be gave. And now we move to the final question, which is the writing. And as we have taken before, you will have 2 topics and you get to choose which one to write about. So I'm going to show you a model example of how to write for these 2 topics, and it's up to you whether to use it or to write your own version. Writing 1. Write 12 complete sentences describing an event you went to last summer holiday. And here is the model answer. Last summer I went to Suhail exhibition. I went with my father. It was really amazing. The place was well organized and it was full of people. We saw a lot of falcons and a lot of desert equipment. Everything was going very well, except that I was a little sad because I couldn't buy the falcon I wanted. It was really expensive, but father said he would buy me one the next year. It was a great experience for me. And now we move to the second topic. Write 12 complete sentences talking about someone you love and admire the most. Write 12 complete sentences talking about someone you love or admired the most. The person I admire the most is my father. He is my real-life hero. He is a policeman. He is 50 years old. He's tall and slim. He has long dark hair and he often wears glasses. My father is so friendly and kind, but he is a little quick-tempered, especially when we do something wrong. My father likes to spend time with us. He also helps us when we need help, and he raised us to be good young men. May Allah be pleased with him. Long may he live. And by this, dear students, we have come to the end of our video. I hope you benefit from it. And this is your English teacher signing off. Salamullahi alaykum wa rahmatuhu wa barakatuh.
مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.